Hey guys, Robby Robot back with another one. Today we're going to be screwing around with some mods for Resident Evil 3 Remake again. There are several mods, as you can see on this list here. The list just goes on. But today I'm focused on putting Chris and Claire in the game together as the lead characters. So we have Chris Redfield mod that's going to replace Carlos. And then we have Claire Redfield that will replace Jill. In addition, I'm going to also do the zoomed out camera mod because I think that's a pretty cool aspect instead of the the closer kind of over the shoulder zoom and everything. Zooms the camera out some so you can see the full character and everything. And also, we were running the latest Resident Evil 3 trainer by FLiNG. They came out with a trainer very recently. In this trainer we're going to enable infinite ammo, and we'll enable no reload. I'll need to run the game first, let that load up, and then we'll go ahead and enable that in the trainer. So I want to do the no reload and infinite ammo. That way we have infinite grenades. And then we could also do max backpack size. I don't care about the game time. Super accuracy would be nice to have. And then no recoil mod. Super speed, I'm not going to enable that, or slow motion. You guys can play around with this, at your leisure and everything. One hit kills is really OP, so I'm not going to enable that. Tyrant can't get up. I'm going to leave that off as well. But I do want to highlight items and interactables. This is a really cool one. If you don't enable anything else, if you enable this right here, you'll be able to find, all the files in the game, fairly easily, as well as, other items. So yeah, let's get right into it. My performance metrics, actually let me put them on. I don't see them. They're not running right now, so let me get that on for you guys. There they are. Alright, so my performance metrics are in the top left there. And we're about to get right into it. I could have done a mod for Nemesis to change him into another form, but he changes so many forms that the mods don't really they don't really look right or whatever. So we're not doing infinite health or anything like that, but with all the mods we have going, we should at least play it on hardcore. So I'll be skipping a few cutscenes, but the main ones where you actually see the characters, I'll leave those in. So as you can see, that first cutscene there, that's just Jill. We're not showing Claire in that first cutscene there. And also the another mod I wanted to actually, another option I wanted to turn on in the trainer will be to highlight all items. So let's go ahead and get that turned on here. Oh, it is on. Okay. All right, it's showing. I wasn't sure if it was working or not. But yeah, when you're in the room, you might forget some of this stuff when you first start the game. But as you can see, all the items are showing that you can interact with. Oh, that one's in the bathroom, so let's go in there. Skip that. So if we look back, that is Claire. And you can see how the aspect is zoomed out. So you get your full character model here.
Hello?
Jill, are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Listen, you gotta get out of there.
What are you talking about?
I don't have time to explain. You gotta get out of there right now.
All right, let me grab my... What the hell is that thing?
Thought it'd be cool to have Chris and Claire mods going. Did a really good job on them. I feel like Nemesis, his voice is muffled and it's not very scary in this version. The original was fine.
Over here. You okay?
What was that thing?
Damned if I know. But right now it's got a hard on for the only 2 stars left in town. You and me. I'm not sticking around. Just look around you. The longer we wait, the more screwed we are.
How'd this all happen so fast?
I don't know. One fucked up thing always leads to another. It's like Arclay on steroids. Hey! Hey, wait! Down here! Damn it! Come on! Let's go!
Slow go. I should have remembered.
Okay, so like I said, it's supposed to be infinite ammo. Yep, it's infinite. And no reload. So I don't see why we wouldn't be able to kill most of the enemies here. Oh, look at those misses. And of course, there's no reason to worry about killing any of these enemies. You can just hop under the sign and just ignore all these guys. I do wonder, like, if you go back, if you're able to get back in that area there, but I doubt it. You know, the area where Brad took his stand and everything. I thought you would see more of him. Nope. Are they gonna bust out? I thought you would see more of him like later in the game or something like that. But yeah, that wasn't meant to be. I really wish they'd have done more with him. But all the characters that they chose to elaborate on, you would think Brad would be one of them, but I guess not. I always forget that you can blow limbs off in this game. And actually Resident Evil 4, not Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 2 Remake was actually better as far as the physics. When you blowing the limbs off. The concept art shows a much nicer warehouse. It doesn't have the mirror aspect like this does. It's the actual same, you know, same angle and everything, same dimensions and whatnot as the original RE3 warehouse. It was in the concept art, but I guess they just, another thing they cut out. I'm looking forward to the walk through walls mod coming out, because I'm almost positive we're going to see some areas. We'll see some areas that are unfinished and were cut out that would have been in the final version. The gas station is definitely one of them. You can tell the gas station is one of them, because in the demo, when you do the walk through walls mod and go over there, they have a ladder that you can go down that basically leads to nowhere and just hard locks the game, and that has no part in the final product. So that's just another thing they cut out. I'd love to see like a hidden enemy, you know, maybe like the worm or some spiders or something. If you don't already know, this is the Ethan's car from Resident Evil 7, just with another paint job on it.
It's my turn, bitch.
I do hope they come out with some DLC that'll maybe add some different characters or character mods. Either maybe make Nemesis more like the classic Nemesis skin. I don't know. You know, give us some more content besides the Resident Evil Resistance that nobody really wants to play. If you're a Resident Evil fan, a true Resident Evil fan, you don't really care about multiplayer. And we have Chris Redfield.
Hey, easy, lady. I got you.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Name's Carlos. I'm safe here. Come on. Let's get you someplace safe. I think we're in the clear.
Hope so.
We've been bringing survivors here.
Here, where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a shelter. It's safe.
I'm fine.
Personal space, okay? I get it. Let's go. Oh, come on. Who's the dipshit to close this? Sorry, we're gonna have to go around.
Hey, what do you know about that monster?
Nothing. Never seen anything like it. But it's no zombie. It knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it. Don't you like that in a man?
No thanks. He's all yours.
Of course, I could do the infinite health mod, but
It's your opinions. With the Umbrella Biohazard countermeasures.
then there's no challenge.
Yes, for sure.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you talking about? You don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter. You coming? Come on. It's this way. Hey, Captain. This fine young lady could use our help.
Carlos, you didn't even think to ask my young lady her name? She is an elite operative of RPD, Special Tactics and Rescue Service. Her name is something Valentine.
It's Jill.
Nice to meet you, Jill. I am UBCS Platoon Leader Mikhail Victor. My team was sent here to rescue civilians.
Right. How's that going for you?
The city is completely cut off, isolated. Most of the 100,000 civilians will wind up dead. Correction, undead. My platoon has suffered serious losses. Just keeping them alive is more than I can manage.
Well, you can thank your corporate overlords for that.
Yes. Well, we are doing all we can. If we can get this subway train moving, we can evacuate some survivors. But we need help. My men cannot do this alone.
All right. I'm in. But I am on their side, not yours.
Oh, hey. It's cool. We all want the same thing.
Thank you, Jill.
All right, Super Cop. Here you go. We can use this to stay in contact.
I know what a radio is.
First things first. We need to get you geared up. Head up the street. Find supplies.
All right.
They made Chris look about as good as he can, consider he's based on older graphics technology. Not a bad job kind of sprucing them up for this game.
Copy that. Let's do this fast.
So I need to really not grab what I just picked up. I need to try to avoid grabbing ammo. It's a hard habit to break. Of course, these crates are familiar to you guys. Resident Evil 7. So your RE7 crates. The whole first scene where Jill dips through the window. I think I got a lockpick I can grab too. Where Jill dips through the window at the beginning of the game, and you see all the cloths draped over and everything. That's RE7 inspired too. Let's see, or maybe just pulled directly from RE7. There's a lot of little hidden things in this game. If I were to go over it all, it would make for a very, very long video. So let's see what we're gonna do. I don't think I'll do any coins, but as you can see, I have unlockables in here. I'm gonna grab the bolt cutters. We'll do that to make it maybe dodging a little easier. And of course, you know, you got plenty of slots. I think there might just be some ammo in here. Most likely. Yeah, it's just ammo. Don't care about that. And I like to get the shotgun sooner than later because there's an achievement I'm missing for the shotgun.
We're survivors. Gotta get that train moving.
So I think it's supposed to be something like 7 bullets will down a zombie. Like no matter where you hit him, 7 bullets, something like that. I don't know if the difficulty setting makes a difference, but 4, 5, 6, 7. That was 7, and it's on the hardcore. That was like 10 bullets. So I guess it depends on the difficulty, whether that pans out or not. But I remember hearing that. I think there was a video I was watching by another YouTuber that was pointing out 7 bullets and up to 7 bullets, and they'll usually down them. So I probably don't need to waste my time in any of these areas yet either, because that's just going to give me like either a grenade or some ammo or a part for a gun. Probably could just breeze through this part. That's just some gunpowder there usually. Yeah, it's gunpowder.
Carlos, I've reached the main avenue. Which way do I go?
See a big transmission tower? That's the substation. You'll have to circle around through an alley to your right to get there.
You mean the alley that's on fire?
Maybe. Surely a tall drink of water like yourself can put out a few flames.
Fuck you.
You would think the invulnerability mod would allow you to walk through those flames, but it doesn't work. Yes, I tried. Because you actually could walk through the flames in the RE3 demo when the invulnerability mode was enabled. Not here though. So I really just want to grab the fire hose and dip out of here, get the power activated to get this whole area done. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and get the parts for the handgun. Why not? It just looks nicer. The accuracy is not going to be any better because I'm already running the max accuracy mod and doing no recoil and everything like that. I think the save code is always 937. I could be wrong. I feel like I had to put in a different code at one time, like maybe it was 918 or something like that. Yeah, I think at one time it was a 918 code. I could be wrong. I'm trying to hop in here as quickly as I can here. Like I said, I do want that shoddy, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Once the ultimate mod for Resident Evil 3 comes out, they had an ultimate mod for Resident Evil 3 demo, so I know the ultimate mod for RE3 is got to be in development. That unlocks a lot of different things, like the ability to have rapid fire, the ability to walk through walls, the ability to put anything that you want basically in your item chest. I mean, literally anything, you can just spawn it into your item chest. So I think that'll be cool. I feel like, yeah, I don't need anything back there, yeah. I could save the game, but Hardcore has continue points. I just got finished doing Nightmare, and you don't really have any, you don't have any continue points. You just gotta resume from where you last saved. So you really gotta be saving your game. Since I already have the bolt cutters, as soon as you walk into this room, you get that little cutscene.
Yeah, careful, careful. Come on, don't look at me like that, alright? I'm not infected. No, wait, please!
What the fuck?
Wasn't big.
He might have been infected.
Oh, stars is so. No wonder so many of you dead.
And what are you, UBCS? Killing your own people?
He would have turned. There's your sense of self-preservation. Go back to the subway station. Don't need a bleeding heart like you getting in the way.
Yeah, there's a mod that replaces Carlos by Murphy and Nikolai, by Marvin Branagh. There's a mod that replaces them by Dante from Devils May Cry. I mean, there's a ridiculous amount of mods available. You can replace them by Brad Vickers. Tyrell, you can replace them. I mean, there's just a bunch of them, and so all those folks then become even Dario Russo, and all those folks become playable at some point because, you know, as you might know if you played this game, Carlos's role is much expanded upon. Let me grab this here. I'm not grabbing enough health items since we're not rolling with infinite health. We got infinite, you know, everything else, but not infinite health. Changed my mind.
Smells like, oh, I don't even want to think about it.
Of course, this part coming up, if you're going for a don't use any health don't use any health achievement, if there is such a thing in this game. Usually there is, where you don't use a health item. The green herb that you have to use here shouldn't count against it, I wouldn't think. Then again, you can get through this whole part without using a health item. At least in theory. That happened to me one game where I was able to get past this part without using a health item, and eventually she will throw up. Oh, he got me. Without you taking a green herb, eventually she will throw up. It takes so long to do, but I'm curious if I can make that happen. Now, you can dodge these guys, but it is very hard to dodge the drain demos in this game. So I would say best to just take them out. That sound like one just came out of one of the buttholes on the wall. It's cool once you finish this part. These guys continue to spawn. Up way too close. Still good though. I mean, this is the only part that you get to see these guys. Yep. You are being stalked. He's coming. I better take these two guys. I think it's cool in this game so far, from what I've seen. When you combine two green herbs, that's enough to get you back to fine condition. I hadn't tested that out on Inferno mode though. I'm being stalked. Yep, there he is. Damn it. And one just came out the butthole. Nice. It went down a little bit too far. I might be in trouble. The way out's right around the corner here. Yep, I think we got it. He's quite a bit of health in there though.
Okay. All that leaves is the main power switch. Enjoy that.
Let's see, do I have any health items in here? Nope. but there are some health items that I didn't grab.
Carlos, it's Jill. I've restored power to the subway.
Nice going. Next up is the traffic control system. It should be in the subway company's offices. Unfortunately, all I can tell you is that it's somewhere in the area.
You don't even know what building? That's helpful.
Thanks, partner. I try.
Not your partner.
I'm skipping those lockers because I feel like it's just ammo.
Shitting me?
Oh boy. I was hoping I'd be able to get that stun on him.
Carlos! That thing is still alive! It's after me!
What? Run! Come back to the station.
Not until I get traffic control online.
Should be a first aid spray in here. Yep. Think I can let him take care of the zombies, maybe? I think he just kind of ran over that one. I know there's a first aid spray in this shop over here. I could probably go ahead and grab that now. Nemesis should follow me in here, but they don't allow him to. He just kind of takes off. Nice. Oh, great, he got through. Green herb in there. Yeah, I know you're still in here. Just trying to avoid you. Supply case gives you what? I always forget what the first supply case. Eventually I'll get it down. Maybe it's a part. You have extended mag, which of course I don't need that. I don't need to get back here either. But it'd be nice to have I don't know, a barrel to explode in case I need it against the Nemesis. This solution doesn't change. The puzzles are really easy.
Valid route confirmed.
Carlos, it's me. I finished inputting the subway.
Jill, you are amazing. Tough as nails, too. Hurry back to the station. We'll make sure the subway's ready to depart.
They really dumbed down the puzzles. for whatever reason. There's some health items I could probably... Oh crap. I was like, there's some health items I could probably get. Now I really need to have. Yep, definitely need that. I think there's just ammo over here. Don't think that back alley has any health items back there. There's a health item up here. There are also some enemies up here. I don't think I cleared them out yet. I'm not sure if I can shoot this barrel or not. Yep. Through the fence. Let's see what's in this guy. Something else I really don't need. Alright, so we got the subway train, the power back on, so I guess I need to head back this way. Yep. Okay. Don't need to keep any of this stuff. The handgun's fine, of course. Put the sight on there. I like having that.
Nice job, Super Cop. I'm impressed.
We back in business?
Yeah, mostly. But we need 30 to 40 minutes to finish maintenance. Nikolai, how are we doing?
The town's crawling in those streets. No chance of fighting around this. Why is she here?
She's hoping to get the trains running.
Bad time to start carrying dead weight. She's unreliable. Can't pull the trigger with cows.
Take it easy. She'll get you killed. Sorry. Everyone's a little worked up. Oh, come on. Not again.
I knew it. That did not stun him or what? Seriously? He was right there, but it didn't stun him. That's insane. I think he dropped something just now.
Now's my chance.
It's probably something I don't need. Just stay down for a little bit. Definitely like the adjusted, the zoomed out camera. I think it's pretty cool.
Carlos, do you copy? Carlos? Oh, shit. Oh, I need to find another way out.
Yeah, I guess I better hold on to that red herb. Maybe there'll be another, maybe there'll be a green herb. Really gonna be nice to have the grenade launcher, infinite ammo. Because that's definitely, I don't know, one of the favorites as far as weaponry. I guess without having all those different ammo types, makes it a lot of fun.
I'm definitely burned.
Guess I need to pick up at least one grenade to have my infinite grenades and stuff.
What the fuck was that?
Come to Papa. Loaded with FLiNG rounds, which is unfortunate, because they're like the weakest ammo. But it'll have to do. I'm not going to worry about getting any gunpowders. There'll be some actual rounds throughout the games of all the different ammo types for this gun, so at that point I'll do a change ammo. I know your mouth wasn't open, but you should, yeah, I was about to say, you should be out. Yeah, man, after you guys beat the game straight up, come back and just annihilate stuff. That could be fun. Don't need those. Pop your trainers on, you know, run your mods, screw around, you know, dick around with the game, and you can have some fun with it. One thing you don't want to do, I do not recommend, do not run the trainer and ruin your gameplay experience. Save that shit for after you've beat, you know, all the different modes. You know, if you're interested in beating all the different modes, at least play the game through, you know, once or twice without any cheats. Then go back and annihilate stuff. if I stop dicking around, I could probably beat this game with these cheats on in less than an hour and a half. Like it's not a terribly short for a Resident Evil series game. You know, most Resident Evil games are 3.5, 4 hour experiences, most of them. And of course, the quicker you move and the more efficient you move, the lower that time drops. Picking up a lot of ammo and items always runs your time up. And when you run the cheats, you know, don't totally ruin your gameplay. You know, maybe do the infinite health cheat, but not the infinite ammo, or vice versa. You know what I mean? But again, only after you beat the game. I'm just saying, don't ruin the gameplay experience for yourself. Resident Evil is meant to be a grind. You know, take your time when you go through the game the first time. I don't think there's anything in here I need, unless there's a health item. Nope, nothing. Resident Evil is not a huge game for exploration, but they encourage you to explore within the linear world for, you know, the items that they leave out for you. So honestly, if you grab everything that they leave out for you as far as ammo, weaponry, and you could beat every single enemy in the game if you're going for that kind of, you know, that kind of playthrough. It's a game that you can really play in many different ways.
Carlos, can you hear me now?
Jill. Oh, thank God. Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm alive. I lost him.
Great. The subway's ready to go. We'll leave as soon as you make it back.
Why not? Plenty to go around.
I can use weapons?
If there's not a health item in here, I know there's probably at least some grenade rounds, maybe? Well, you got the powder. Yeah, here we go. You got a green herb. Didn't see what was in here. It's probably just ammo. Yep, don't need it. Those grenades are definitely gonna come in handy. Infinite grenades. It's just freaking insane. I mean, consider you can only carry 3 at a time normally. Wow. That's how weak the flame rounds are. Explosive rounds, acid rounds, mine rounds, definitely the way to go, depending on the situation. Flame rounds are really more so, I guess, for the hunter gammas. Speaking of hunters, the freaking hunter betas are so rough. They're so strong in this game. I'm not going to talk about the disappointments in this video. I have other videos for that. Just going to have fun with it. For what it is, just have fun with it. That's what I recommend. Or don't buy it. I think they're grenade rounds over here. Yep, those are the ones I want, the explosive rounds. I would like to change ammo now because the flame rounds are ass. When you play this game on Inferno mode, you don't get one of those to stun them. I thought that was cool. They really give you a challenge in Inferno. Oh, you got the dodge. You can't dodge now, can you? Figure to aim at his feet. Less chance for him to, so he won't dodge.
Still kicking?
Jeez. He really wants to charge. I think he's mad. You would think that would still take some health. I mean, it's right at his feet, you know? Oh, I should have got a... Should have shot after that perfect dodge. Nice. I believe in certain modes that's an instant kill. If I'm not mistaken. He's just gonna dodge them all or what? Yep, he's out of here. Claire hasn't had this much action since Code Veronica.
Carlos? It's Jill. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. All right.
Yeah. Bastard's dead.
Good. Fuck him. What were you thinking? Turning yourself into bait. You could have been killed.
Don't start. I did what I had to.
I know. Thanks. The subway's ready to go. Hurry back.
I think it's really cool how they use the old environments in new ways. That's definitely pays homage to the original Resident Evil 3. I forgot I got explosive rounds now rather than flame rounds, so they should be pretty effective. But I do want to make some acid rounds, which I think you combine A with A for acid rounds. Because A and B makes flame rounds. Let's see, it'll tell me here, right? Yeah, combine with A and B to make flame rounds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure A and A is for acid rounds. Nothing else I need in here.
Taboo! Shit, Jill.
Kendo, you're all right.
You're all right to stretch. Sorry, I got a little jumpy there. Didn't know quite what to expect.
Oh shit. Look, we're using the subway to get people out of town. You in?
Subway. Well, that's good thinking.
When we get out, there's gonna be a lot to do. We could use a man ourselves. What's wrong?
Nothing. Just bad timing is all. Look, don't worry about me. I'm gonna make other arrangements, okay?
You better. You're the best gunsmith around.
Oh no.
Don't do anything stupid.
Oh, that's your job, right? Take care, Jill.
After the trauma he's been through, you would think the front door would be locked. It's tragic as hell. Was there I do kind of want that for the shotgun. Other than that, yeah, I think that's it. I think there's some grenade rounds upstairs, but I feel like they're just flame rounds. I already have grenade rounds. I know they're not acid rounds, so I'm gonna forget about them.
Rocket launcher? Really?
Yeah, that's that bullshit. Nice. And he's doing the combo too. Don't know if I'll have time to pull a dodge off. Nope. What an a-hole. Nice. Like, oh, so you like it hardcore, huh? I think if I look back at him while he's shooting me, that he won't rush up as quickly anyway.
Rocket launcher? Really?
Well, it was easier to dodge him when he rushed up. He is kind of pissed. Maybe something about burning him up on the roof, I guess. He's in his feelings. Take a stun, please.
Jill, you okay?
Carlos, that monster's on my ass again.
Are you shitting me? I thought you
Yes, first aid spray. Definitely wanted that. I think this is one of those parts, yeah, where she limps, but she's fine. In the Resident Evil 3 remake demo, when you do the walk through hidden walls and go to get to this area, you can do all that.
And lead him right to you?
You can grab the first aid spray that I just got over there and then go up the stairs and then drop down here. And she'll walk with a limp in the demo. I always wondered why she did that. That's just something they left in but kind of locked out in the demo. I guess this part's supposed to harken back to Jill's Resident Evil, 1 roots, where you're in the catacombs and you have to run from the boulder so it doesn't crush you or whatever. Guess that's what that's about. I think it's super cheesy, but whatever. Officially, Carlos and Chris are the most badass.
Carlos, I know we didn't get off to a great start. Thanks for saving.
Hey, you saved my ass first. You're a hell of a lot braver than me.
Chris after Resident Evil 5,
So that we can get everyone out of the city now.
and Carlos in this game. You're like the most badass for sure.
What about you?
From the sound of it, I won't be catching the train.
Why not?
Now there'll be new orders. If it means I can help save the city, it's fine by me.
That would have killed him.
Good work. Your reputation is well deserved. Get inside. The subway's about to leave. Carlos, Tyrell, you have your orders. You need to go back out into the city and find Nathaniel Bart.
This isn't the last ride out of town, right?
Do not worry. Once the civilians are safe, the train will be back.
It's alright, you're going ahead. I'm not gonna die on you and leave you in a cold, cruel, Carlos's world.
Okay. You'll need to find this scientist. His vaccine research could save us all.
You see? You're learning. Gonna like that matrix.
Good luck. Let's go.
He's your brother.
You don't really think defensive pushing like partners live, do you?
I haven't done good at Why? You will read about demons. Or something
Chris models look like a cartoon character. It's hilarious.
Alright, keep your head screwed on, Romeo. This is the police station. You sure? Looks like a cemetery to me. Brad, stop! T. Come on, man. Not you too.
This is awesome.
Shit, it's locked. You stay on the door. I got this fucker. Come get some.
Don't need that card.
It's open. Where'd that cop go? Don't know, don't care. We got a job to do. Our intel's still working for him and Bard's in the STARS office. Let's find him and take him into custody. Custody? I thought this was a rescue. Carlos, take a look at this. I've located the STARS office. Remember, Bard had access to Umbrella's darkest secrets. He knows we'll try to keep him under our thumbs. So this search and rescue mission is really more like find and detain. Right. Good to know. I'll open the shutter so you can get through. You stay here and find out what's been going on here at the station. Call you if I find anything. Hey! Be careful. Yeah. You too, man.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go with this gun. You know what? I think. Can you get back out here? I'm not sure if I know there's some upgrades for Carlos's automatic here, but I'm not sure if you need the card key to get them. I know it's not in there.
What the hell was that thing?
It's funny, like every other character's like super photorealistic, and then you got Chris Redfield.
Stick around. Here we go.
Just out of left field here. Just pumping them full of lead.
Big, warm RPD welcome.
Oops. Can I discard that whole thing? Yes. When you try to put it in the item chest, it just takes...
You copy? There's something real nasty in here. I don't know what it is. Something nasty. Alright. I'll take a look with the cameras. Watch your six.
Yeah, when you try to put them in the item chest, it just takes small increments at a time. And I just wanted to get rid of them all. There's an achievement for knocking off the hat of the zombies a certain amount of times. You don't see many zombies with hats, though. So if you're going to find them, they'll be in the police station. don't think there's a health item in here. Could be mistaken.
Carlos, Star's office is up ahead.
Copy that.
I think it's just Magnum, not Magnum rounds, more ammo up there. So I'm thinking the upgrade for the automatic is in the RPD office, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Guess we'll be doing this the exploding way.
Forgot I need to head to the weapon locker room and see some liquors, or a liquor.
There you are, dick face.
I really don't want to engage, but I think I might have got too close just now. Ah, I love his frickin' dodge move. I mean, yeah, still screwed my health up, but it's just awesome. Yeah, I want the battery, and I think there's a grenade in here too. I definitely want to have grenades. Nice. Didn't put them down. Alright, what are we working with? Definitely gonna use these grenades. I was about to say no liquors. This part's super short, you know, but it really it could be as long as you make it. Now the hospital, that's where the fun is. If you guys are wondering how that hole got in the wall, wasn't Nemesis. It was Carlos, or in this case, Chris. You even got the steam spewing out of here where you're gonna need the valve. If you haven't followed the lore by now, then you might be a little confused. But Resident Evil 3 takes place before and after the events of Resident Evil 2. So they can do that. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. Yep, I'm screwed. Fat man's hungry. No idea where my continue point is going to be. Okay, I got the battery. That's not bad at all. So yeah, Resident Evil 3, like I said, takes place before and after Resident Evil 2, so If you don't know that little tidbit, you could be a little confused as to why things are going in the certain order they are. Once you know that, and that's the same to the original Resident Evil. That's how the timeline goes in the original Resident Evil 2 and 3. The games very much so complement each other. They're all taking a nap. I don't know if I got the hats off achievement or whatever it's called yet. When you play this on Inferno mode, you get a lot of pale head zombies. Yes, needed that. Get a few pale head zombies around this way. You know what? I should have just went grenade. Nope, he's done. Is there anything? No, I don't think there's anything else up there. And around the corner, there's like some ammo, but I don't need that.
Dr. Bard.
Oh, thank God. You know how long I've been trying to reach somebody.
Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of there. Just tell me where you are.
I'm trapped in a goddamn hospital, surrounded by every kind of abomination. Look, just send in stars. They're gonna know what to do.
No, negative. RPD's overrun too.
Then figure it out. Umbrella's gone crazy. They're killing all the researchers. I am the only one who knows how to make the vaccine to stop the zombies. So you can either sit there with your dick in your hand or send somebody who's capable of getting me the hell out of here.
Like him already? Yeah, you would. You heard what he said. We can't turn him over to the company. That's not our call to make. That's Mikhail's call. I'm gonna check the computer, see if I can trace the doc's location. This will take some time. Look around, see if you can find anything useful.
Now I have to remember to stop calling Mikhail. I said that name for years. I would say it Mikhail. And I don't know if I got that from the original Resident Evil 3 or what, but it's Mikhail. Ooh, flash grenade if you use those. I think there's an upgrade for the machine gun here. Nope. Maybe I'm thinking of the hospital. I mean, everything's highlighted that's in here, so I don't think it's in here.
Yo, what's up? Derailed. Is anyone hurt? Jill? Shit. What? Jill! Jill, what happened? Jill, come in! See, I gotta go. Do what you gotta. I'll take care of Bard.
I didn't check the lockers or the safes, so you know, with the padlocks on the lockers, so could have been in there for his upgrade. I mean, it's not that I need it, but it looks cool aesthetically on his targeting reticle. Nobody survives a train wreck like Jill, also known as Claire.
Carlos? Come in. Carlos? Damn it. Guess I'm out of range.
I think it's funny since this is, I guess, Capcom's a Japanese company, I believe. So it's funny how like the lips aren't in sync with most of these scenes. I don't know if they're just doing that for revenge for the old school movies or what. But they're like hilariously out of sync at times. I think I could just run past this part. Nope. Last time I played this, which was on Nightmare, you could actually just run right past this part, but that fat zombie wasn't there in front of the steps there.
We're still alive.
The ladder.
Can't stay here.
So now I didn't even want to do that. So now I have everything but the acid rounds, looks like, for ammo types. And we don't need 2 of any of these.
Bitch can't even swim. Carlos, respond.
Yeah, what's up?
We didn't make it. The train derailed.
Derailed? Was anyone hurt?
No, everybody's dead. Mikhail, everybody. Nikolai left us to die.
Wait, what?
What the fuck? Get back!
Jill! Jill, what happened? Jill, come in!
I think I could just pummel him with grenade rounds since I don't need to reload. I don't think he's gonna get a chance to run around if I just keep popping him full of grenade rounds. You know, it gives him a bit of stun, but usually he'll recover because we'll have to reload after, you know, popping him with 6 grenade rounds. He's not gonna be able to recover this time. No reload, infinite ammo, so he's just gonna suck it, just like Jill says in the cutscene. He's just gonna suck it. You looking like some dark meat now. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. He wants to run. You're not going anywhere. I should be counting how many grenade rounds it takes on hardcore. These are explosive rounds that we're shooting at him here. But I guess I'll play back the video and figure that one out. he just is not dying. He wants to run so bad. Oh, he's ran. Oh, he ran. That's bullshit. That's such bullshit. I better switch to the mine rounds. So they definitely forced that animation on us. I think if I'd had the rocket launcher. Oh crap. I guess I'll just go with these since they're already loaded. It takes too much time for me to change my ammo type. Yeah, he's just gonna eat it. Now I missed that one. Yep, so it's gonna go into the animation. It's gonna stop on the clock tower. Nope, it's right there. That was a hard miss. This is like fighting him at the end. At the end, he just takes so much ammo to beat. Seriously? I kind of wonder if these rounds are too weak. But the flame rounds seem to be the weakest. Okay. Okay.
Right, let's do this. Stop it! Carlos, you still there? Come on, you're gonna crap out on me now? God damn it.
I think next time I want to see what the acid rounds do. I'll hold on to some gunpowder for that, to do that mixture. Acid rounds should almost be as strong as the Magnum.
Interesting. You've done me a big favor, miss.
One thing I've noticed when you use the shotgun and you're playing at a high frame rate, it seems like that weapon becomes very overpowered.
Jill! Hey, answer me. God damn it. Tyrell, do you copy?
What's going on?
Jill's been infected. I'm taking her to the hospital. Maybe Dr. Bard can save her.
All right, I'll meet you there.
You hang in there, Super Cop. I got you. Fight it, Jill. I'm gonna get you the vaccine. You're gonna be okay. I promise.
Alright, so all I want to do here is just grab, I'll put the handgun away. I'm going to just get through this as quick as possible. The tape recorder. You know, there's a lot of items you can get out of here, health items and whatnot. I'm going to need them for the gauntlet at the end.
Tyrell, where's Bard now?
Gotta be the lab in the back. Stay frosty. I'm on my way.
Copy. I'll go on ahead.
But just to speed it along, I'm only really wanting to get the health items and the key item to progress here.
I don't got time for this!
And then when it comes to Jill's part, I'm not going to explore the hospital. Just go right to the underground. So I don't need to really like clear out all the zombies like you normally would if you were wanting to do some exploring with Jill. Where am I going? Oh yeah. So I need to get into the courtyard. I'm just gonna act like that didn't happen. So I'm gonna keep moving. I know there's a health item in here too. Get rid of this guy. Need to switch to a grenade for this part. Basically, once you hit them with one grenade, it only takes a few bullets to usually finish them.
Jesus Christ.
It takes their HP down. I don't know what percentage, but very high percentage of their HP down. I think the part for the gun is in here. Is it 9.3 or something? Yep. I don't need that. I really want the scope. Okay, yeah, that was definitely in the police precinct. In the room that has the safe, the room where you where Marvin is in the original Resident Evil 2. You can actually shoot these guys if you aggravate them and stand right here. You can shoot their hand through the door. That grenade didn't hit him. Set for the gauntlet now. Got to get rid of the ones that are in the way here.
All I wanted to know was what the documents were doing in your office in the first place.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm goddamn Nathaniel Bard. I'm the best biologist you'll ever...
If you listen to the whole recording, it's funny. He's just a complete asshole.
Tyrell, Bard's dead. He's been shot.
Shit. And the vaccine?
I'm looking.
Well, look harder. There's gotta be a computer, right?
This is VRC Chief Nathaniel Bard, September 29, 11 p.m. I am acutely aware that my time's running out. And I hope and pray, by making this recording and bringing the truth to light, that I can restore some small shred of honor to my name. All of Raccoon City's suffering began with the release of a biological weapon known as the T-virus. My employer, the Umbrella Corporation, engineered this virus. And they ordered my team to develop a vaccine, which we did. Now, I keep samples of this vaccine here in my office. The rest of it is stored underground. But those sons of bitches at the board, they want to destroy it. They don't want the world to know what they've done. So they're trying to erase all evidence that the virus ever existed. Now, I'm not a fool. I know they don't want me to...
God, Jill knew all along. And she trusted me anyway. Fuck! Is it here? All right, Jill. Hang tight. T, I got it.
Good. I'm headed your way.
Be careful.
Careful. Have you seen this town? It'll be a fucking miracle if I get there in one piece.
He's not going to get there in one piece. It's going to slide right by him here.
You're gonna be okay, Jill. Come on. This shit better work. Tyrell, what the hell happened?
Attention all citizens. The contagion spreading throughout the city has been designated uncontainable. On October 1st, Raccoon City will be completely destroyed in a missile strike. All residents capable of rational thought are urged to evacuate immediately. This is not a test. Attention all citizens.
I mean, that's only a day away. There's still people in the city. You think Uncle Sam gives a shit? Fuck. Here they come. Oh, you sit tight. I got this. Better grab some gear. Sounds like there's a lot of them out there.
What, can I not discard this? Okay.
I'm gonna try to lower the window shutters. The less entry points, the better.
And how do we do that?
I'll try hacking into the hospital security
fun shit begins.
I think I'll try to play it a little more safe this time.
Okay, now the fun shit begins.
I like to kind of sit behind the desk area here, so at least you know there's something in between the zombies and Carlos. When the lights go out, you need to get ready with a grenade for the Hunter Beta. He didn't make it anywhere. Nice. That's it for Mr. Redfield.
Vaccine's the real deal. Good. You going somewhere? You're damn right. What do you think you're gonna do? Whole city's about to be microwaved. Call the government. Tell them we found a cure. You stall for time. Lousy motherfucker. Jill. Thank God you're okay. Good news. It's over now. The city's safe. It's the only way.
Where am I? What's going on?
Attention all citizens. The missile strike on Raccoon City will occur in just hours. The payload is designed to eradicate all biological material. You will not survive this remains of
October 1st?
evacuate now. Repeat,
No,
evacuate.
it can't be.
Not a test.
So apparently after receiving the vaccine, Jill is supposed to have a mutated version of the virus come Resident Evil 5. And that's why they were able to, have her in that game in the state that she was in it. Being controlled by Wesker and whatnot. Typical Resident Evil stuff. They can change up the story any way they want.
Morning, sunshine.
You saved my life.
Sure as shit didn't. That was all Carlos. He carried you here and he treated you himself, crazy bastard.
Where is he?
In the underground. Bard stockpiled the vaccine enough to give this city some hope.
He thinks he can do this by himself. I'm going after him.
Wait, did you see the broadcast? They're gonna blow the city sky high. I'm trying to get a hold of someone, anyone with the clearance to stop it. Leave this mess to him. He's a professional.
So am I.
Right. Storage facilities underground. I've lost contact with Robby.
Like I said, straight to underground.
This must be the way underground. How is it no one in the hospital ever noticed all this?
Just like every other part of the game, if you're not trying to get all of the, all the items and whatnot, it can go really quickly. mean, those paleheads just don't know how to die. A shot from with a magnum to the head will get rid of him quick, but I mean, he's just eating these grenade rounds. There's an achievement if you get through this area in less than 5 minutes. It's really not that hard to do. Just got to know, you know, what path you're going to take first. And there's always an optimal route to take. This area down here, you could have just grabbed the fuse and ignored these enemies altogether. Which is what I'm going to do. Just try to get to the ladder as quickly as possible. Because once you get that ladder animation, you're good to go. You're invulnerable when you're climbing up the ladder. There's a part for a shotgun in here too. I'm not going to get that either. It was down at the bottom of the lift. Just eating those grenade rounds. He's still alive. Oh my goodness. We do have to pass back through here, so might get bit by him. Just gotta remember to open the door slowly.
Right, here goes.
He's still up. So that was at least 3 grenade rounds. And he's still alive. Wow, I'm not messing with him. Yeah, the Magnum with a headshot, that's the way to go with those guys. And I should have threw a grenade at all those guys there, but it's fine. I got plenty of health at this point. Once you get on this platform, it's just it's like you're not even there. They ignore you, so that's kind of like the safe zone.
Shit. What was he doing?
Joe,
Tyrell.
I got through. They're willing to negotiate. They'll call off the strike if, and this is one big ass if, we can deliver the vaccine to them before they launch.
How long do we have?
Hours, maybe.
Then let's not waste one more second.
This way.
Okay, I'm not worried about the Magnum parts, as I wasn't worried about the Magnum getting that at the hospital either. So there should be some some mixing powder for the grenade launcher.
Stop and do what? I got your back.
Like to have the acid rounds.
Let's get this done. Tyrell! Now! Keep going. We're almost there. No! Shit.
I love that they gave Tyrell a huge role in this game, considering he had pretty much, I don't know, less than 30 seconds in the original Resident Evil. But I don't really like what they did with Brad. Brad was definitely underused. They had the potential to do a lot more. But, you know, Capcom. I think it might have had something to do with the game being rushed. Cause make no mistake about it, this game was definitely rushed. You can see some of the unused areas when you're able to do the walk through walls, even just in the demo, as I mentioned earlier. So I'm sure I'm gonna unlock be able to unlock some more secrets here as more of the mods are developed.
Override key successfully generated.
What have we here?
Override key removed.
I feel this game has to be chock full of areas that are unfinished and might have had a purpose and were scrapped for whatever reason. I'm not familiar with all the items that are down in the lab as much, so that's why I'm kind of looking around and seeing what's what. I'm looking for I think it's a what do they call it, like a gunpowder A or something like that. Don't think I'm gonna find one. I'm just shooting at the wall there because I knew that zombie was gonna animate. The one around the corner there. Where's my key? There it is. Definitely want to have some acid rounds to fight Nemesis in one of his final forms. Because not having the fully upgraded shotgun and nor the Magnum, it's going to make that battle not so fun. So 3 grenade rounds took out that pale head there. Is there any ammo in here? No, it's just a regular gunpowder.
I might be able to use this to synthesize the vaccine.
Just taking grenade rounds to the face. So he took 2, but he was already a crawler. He's still smoking. Look at that. What was that? 5 on that guy. Nice. It took so long she was able to make it down the stairs. I mean, look at the difference. I mean, those paleheads, they could just take some damage like there's nothing. He's still alive. It's like at least 3. I guess at least 3 rounds to get these guys. I feel like there's a gun. There's explosive A. That's what I think that's the one I'm looking for. I think two of the A's makes acid rounds. Or is it 2 of the B's? I don't know. We're about to find out. He's still alive. They're both still alive. I mean, they just... It's just ridiculous how overpowered they are as an enemy. Alright, he's gone. He's not smoking anymore. I mean, as long as you see him still smoking, they're still alive, you know. What's this over here? I think it's just a document. Yo, yes, even better. Got the acid rounds now. I can probably go with all acid rounds from here on out. And I don't need this guy anymore. And these can go away. So, ammo types: acid rounds, mine rounds, regular explosive rounds, and the flame rounds. That's why the grenade launcher is definitely a favorite. You had all those ammo types minus mine rounds in the original Resident Evil 3. I figured the acid round would have took him out in one shot, but maybe they have different damage values in the remake. Because I feel like the original, it was like flame rounds, then grenade rounds were stronger. With the explosive rounds is what I mean by grenade rounds. And then acid rounds. Actually, you know what? Maybe freeze rounds were... That's something that they don't have in this game that I just thought about. You don't get freeze rounds. Not unless you can make them. I need to figure out if freeze rounds made it back or not. I don't think they did. I think they cut out freeze rounds. Because if they didn't, you know, you think you'd pick them up at some point in the game. But maybe you have to craft them. Or maybe that's wishful thinking. So he took 2 acid rounds before he was downed. They take a little while because the acid rounds are like the flame rounds. You know, they got to burn for a little bit before they'll fall out from the acid rounds. He's still alive. See what's in here. So we got another B. So it says A and B. Explosive A combine with explosive A to create flame rounds, or combine with another explosive B to make acid rounds. But can you combine B and B or A and A? I think you can. Okay, that just made acid rounds. So in B and B, does that just make flame rounds? But I think they said A and B makes flame rounds. I'm confused. Alright, what's in here? You got A. Okay, so in the original Resident Evil 3, A and B combined would make a C, and then C would make, combined with regular grenade rounds, would make for the freeze rounds. I don't think that. I think they replaced the mine rounds with the freeze rounds in this one though. That's really what I think they did. Oops, that was a miss. Which the mine rounds are definitely welcome. But the freeze rounds, I really like the effect that they had on the enemies. Like with Nemesis, it would actually slow him down. You know, it would stun him just a bit every time you hit him with a freeze round. And that often would stop him from doing like a more powerful type of move on you when you hit him with that stun. Alright, so all I have is the A. I don't think I have any. Oh, I do have A in here. So what does A and A make? Makes just a regular grenade round. Okay. Of course, I could look at my mixing, the mixing guide. As a matter of fact, the mixing guide for the grenade launcher makes no mention of the freeze rounds. So it's a bummer they don't have them in here. I hope they update the game and not just Resident Evil Resistance.
To begin vaccine synthesis, place the materials in the chamber.
Or maybe somebody will mod it. Basic weapons have already been modded into the game. You know, different skins for a pistol, things like that. But a whole nother ammo type, along with another effect, that would be really cool to see. Really looking forward to the mods that come out for this game. If you're into the modding scene at all, Resident Evil 2, I mean, the modding community just exploded with so much content for that game, because that game was, you know, most people's game of the year for the RE2 remake. Capcom didn't make a game of the year with the RE3 remake, but it may possibly be a contender. especially if they have some more tricks up their sleeves with providing us some extra content. Some content we probably should have had from day one, but you know, DLC, sometimes you don't get a complete game when you first purchase it. So I don't know if I should probably just go with the explosive rounds. No, I've never had the acid rounds against Nemesis, so I'm gonna give them a try.
What in God's name is this place?
I might have had a few acid rounds at this point in most games.
What do we have here?
Nikolai, don't! The city needs that vaccine!
More than I do. I don't think the wisdom I've been trying to impart on you is getting through. Now I know you can't put a price on life. But I'm in this business to get paid. So let's make a deal. You go down there, battle the Nemesis, and I'll recall it all and sell the combat art. Put on a good show, and maybe I don't need the vaccine. Agreed? Good.
Does he seem unfazed by the acid rounds or what? I think I might need the explosive rounds.
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
Oh, maybe not.
You're okay. Let me spot for you.
Good idea.
It actually put him down really quickly. I better switch to mine rounds.
Watch it, you've got company. He's hiding behind tank 4. Number 4.
What a miss. Maybe finish him off with some grenades? Or not.
Here comes some more. Number 2.
Oh. Yeah, he doesn't really like the explosive rounds. Well, at least he responds. He seems like he gets stunned off the explosive rounds. But the acid rounds probably take more damage.
Got some
Nice. Uh-oh. Almost got it with a combo. That was a wild miss.
Here comes some more. Number 5.
Got your ass. Trying to like go around because I know there's zombies like following me around the arena here. Kind of trying to. First I was trying to strafe a little bit, then I just started running. There you go.
Here comes a crane. Use it to climb up.
Come on. Come on.
Now get on. I'm gonna melt this fucker into mush. Okay, I'll meet you up ahead.
Nikolai? Where did you go? I have to get that vaccine back.
They really went overboard with with Nemesis final form here. It's actually hilarious.
It's done. Give me the vaccine, you greedy son of a bitch.
No, 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 no. You think money. I like it. We shall make ours an ongoing arrangement. Now drop the gun. Have you ever seen anything so incredible? The data on this would be worth millions. But, you know how it is. City's about to explode, and you can't put a price on life. Good luck!
Nikolai!
Jill!
Go after Nikolai. He's got the vaccine.
What about you?
We're running out of time. We've got this.
I know you do.
Look, just so you know, this is the last fucking time.
I love how they use the batteries in this part, and then you got the railgun too. So much more badass than the original ending to Resident Evil 3. I'm sorry.
Cooldown in progress. Please reactivate power circuit.
Damn, it needs power.
Probably need to go mine rounds with this guy. We are on hardcore. It'll take a lot of damn health. Won't be surprised if I won't be resetting this sequence. What did I even just pick up? I got a bunch of stuff I don't need. I guess every time, oh, that's because every time I change ammo types, and being that it's unlimited ammo, you know, it just keeps dumping a bunch in there. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Because I think there's only one other health item in here. If I'm not mistaken. And she's done. I haven't figured out the best way to go about dodging for Nemesis final form attacks. And actually, I need just a regular standard gun, or an automatic would probably be a better choice. Oh, those damn grenade rounds. It's better to have the actually just the no reload on rather than the infinite ammo. Because even though it's kind of the same thing, it's different. If that makes any sense. It just is. You don't get as many problems with, you know, having to discard your ammo. It's just you don't need anything in your clip at all. So yeah, let's see, what are we gonna do here? I want to go with an automatic. And I don't think I have any more recovery items. Oh, I did stash them earlier. Nice. Hopefully that's enough. And I think I'll do my first save here because I want my loadout to remain the same in case I need to do another continue or something. I'm gonna overwrite this one. I don't care about that one. Now, if you really want to screw with the game, turn the trainer to slow mode, and then fight this guy. I imagine with the slow speed, shouldn't have much trouble targeting. Nice. Took a lot of bullets just to get that pimple to pop. Oh, I didn't mean to go out the menu. Oh, goodness. It's just taking too long. Let's see, so bringing out the big guns. As a matter of fact, I wonder what is my game time right now. Okay, it's under 2 hours. Not entirely horrible. I think I want to get this health item before I even attempt to get the railgun. Oh, they won't let me discard that, huh? Okay. I still got the shotty in my possession. Let's see. We'll discard this too. I think there's another first aid spray over here. Yep. I'll give you 3 first aid sprays. Nice. That's because they know this battle ain't right. This battle is hard as shit. We play this on, like, I think normal mode. You have enough time to put in 2 of these batteries, but hardcore mode and up, it's one battery at a time. Just punch the hell out of me. You got to be able to pull off a perfect dodge against that. The rocket launcher is so effective in knocking all those damn cysts off his body, or pimples, whatever you want to call them. Oh, I'm kind of far away. It's not good. He is getting up already. Not good, not good. Run, 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 run. Okay. I feel like that was way too close right there. I wonder what happens if you don't, like, step forward. Does anything happen? I don't. I'm gonna try it one day. When I didn't shoot Nikolai at the end of the game, you get a sequence where he kills Carlos and Jill. I think he, like, throws a knife. He slices Carlos and then he throws a knife at Jill or something like that. It was pretty badass. Anyway, that's Chris and Jill. Hardcore mods enabled, infinite weapons, aspect ratio mod. There's like jiggle physics going crazy here. that was awkward.
You're not going to stop. Promised you this, didn't I?
No! Do you have any idea what you've just done?
No, don't care. My client ordered me to reduce Umbrella to rubber.
10 minutes until missile
Ah.
impact.
The missile has launched. And that is my cue. Goodbye, Miss Valentine. Shame you didn't listen to me when you had the chance.
Jill! Shoot him!
I can't! I'll hit you!
Do it! You have to! There's no other way.
Carlos!
Hey, I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel. What about him?
Why'd you do it?
There's a price tag for everything. Even letting the world burn.
Who are you working for?
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here. I'll pay you whatever you want. You're a fool. You're a fool! If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I don't mind a little detective work.
Jill, you alright?
There it is.
It's finally over.
So long, RC.
I felt empty and cold as the heat from the blast washed over us. All this death wasn't caused by a monster-making virus. It was greed. Human greed. I decided then and there, the ashes of Raccoon City would be Umbrella's ashes too. I would end them, once and for all.
And there we are, guys. Resident Evil 3 Remake with mods. I'm going to pull up the mods on the screen here and the trainer. So as of recording this, again, this is the latest trainer. It's a FLiNG trainer, and you know, these are all the settings that you can toggle on your screen now. This here is Fluffy's manager. It's a mod manager for Resident Evil and various other games. Actually, if you go to choose game, these are the games that are supported in this mod manager. So of course they're huge on Resident Evil games, Capcom games in general. But yeah, if I go back to the mod list, you can see a preview of some of the mods that are available. Most of them have, you know, a little preview here. I'm going to link Nexus mods in the video description, as always, and I will be linking FLiNG's website for you guys to try the trainer. The trainer is updated very frequently. This one's really cool. You could play as Dario. I think I mentioned that earlier, but this gives you a visual of what to expect as you're using an alternate character to replace Carlos. But yeah, various mods in here. If you haven't ever been into the modding scene, it's really easy to get into it, especially with using a mod manager like this. The mod manager will put the textures, inject the textures, and will also remove the textures for you automatically. So it'll install and uninstall itself. This is really cool. You know, the old school way of modding, you know, sometimes you would have to, most of the time you'd want to back up your files, you know. You do want to back up your files. This just makes it so much easier. Anyway, guys, you know, remember to subscribe for more. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you didn't. We'll see you guys later.